Absolutely. The concept of spiritual gifts is indeed prominent in the Bible, particularly in the New Testament. These gifts are believed to be bestowed upon believers by the Holy Spirit for the purpose of edifying and strengthening the Christian community, often referred to as the church. The Apostle Paul, in particular, discusses spiritual gifts in several of his letters to early Christian communities. One of the key passages regarding spiritual gifts is found in 1 Corinthians chapter 12, where Paul writes about the diversity of gifts given by the Holy Spirit. Now there are varieties of gifts, but the same Spirit. And there are varieties of service, but the same Lord. And there are varieties of activities, but it is the same God who empowers them all in everyone. To each is given the manifestation of the Spirit for the common good. 1 Corinthians chapter 12 verse 4-7. Paul goes on to list some of these spiritual gifts, including wisdom, knowledge, faith, healing, miracles, prophecy, discernment of spirits, tongues, and interpretation of tongues. 1 Corinthians chapter 12 verse 8-10. He emphasizes that these gifts are distributed according to God's sovereign will and are intended to serve the greater good of the Christian community. In addition to 1 Corinthians chapter 12, Paul also discusses spiritual gifts in Romans chapter 12 and Ephesians chapter 4. In Romans 12 verse 6-8, he lists various gifts such as prophecy, serving, teaching, exhortation, giving, leadership, and mercy. In Ephesians chapter 4 verse 1-12, Paul mentions some specific roles within the church, including apostles, prophets, evangelists, pastors, and teachers, who are given to equip the saints for the work of ministry. The belief in spiritual gifts continues to be central to many Christian traditions and communities today, with believers seeking to discern and utilize their gifts for the betterment of the church and the spread of the gospel.